like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
57 to Mike. Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now it's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. He's at the 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, 83 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
I'm coming after you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. These two teams all tied after one. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Wentz steps away to his left. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 28 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Jets 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down. Darnold on third down, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first. Now Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. 65 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
They're on the 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Wentz. Got a man, he finds Sanders. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing his Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 1st down throw, Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
A final shot before the break. Darnold. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Big series right here. We got to 57. Run. Kill.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Let's go. Bravo. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On first down, Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Darnold, throw complete to Herndon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Darnold from the gun. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Darnold to throw again. And an alley to run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Open man is Anderson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Bell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they run with Howard. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go with Howard again. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard. 26 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. On 1st down, it's Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, What have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And it's caught by Herndon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Another costly turnover there, second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But it's football.
Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Let's get off the field. He's crashed.
They'll go again with Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the gun, it's Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Done. 180. 54. I'm coming.
On 1st down, Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and throwing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.